the somewhat partisan crowd looks on. A sizable contingent cheering on the Jamaicans. They'll have a team to cheer for here in this next race as they're getting the blocks set for this race. You know, Lauren, we talked about this is not a contested event at the Olympic level. A lot of people don't run this, depending on what parts of the country you're from, and the exchanges in a 4x200 vastly different than what you prepare for in other ones. We'll get that to you for a comment in a moment, but let's start setting the field. Here is Nigeria, Christy Udo, Olivia Ekpone, former Texas A&M standout, Chioma Ogunobi, and Praise Idamadudu.
Praise Idamadudu is just 17 years old. Look for her to be one of the standouts for Nigeria and have a really good future in the sport of track and field.
Running out of lane 7 will be Jamaica. Anisha McLaughlin will be. Karan Stewart, Audrey Segree, and Anastasia Leroy.
Well, Karan Stewart, one of those athletes, very versatile. She's 4x1, 4x2. She's been around the sport for a long time, and she's one of those mainstays with Jamaican relay teams, very much like the Tyson Gay or Justin Gatlin for the U.S. team.
And the U.S. squad in lane 8, Candace McGrone, Kaylin Whitney, Kimberlyn Duncan, and Cambria Jones.
Here we'll get to see some of our younger talent highlighted.
And we are underway. Just 3 squads here in this 4x200. They'll stay in their lanes the entire race, so you can watch them and get a perspective of who's ahead here. But right now, fairly even on the opening leg. Team USA with Candace McGrone going to hand off to the youngster Kaylin Whitney. And pretty even between Team USA and Jamaican. Karan Stewart for the Jamaicans on the second leg, as Whitney will now come off the turn out in that lane 8 position, trying to hold on to the advantage.
Whitney's just 18 years old, finishing up her senior year in high school, although she is a professional athlete.
Very even between Jamaica and the U.S. on that third exchange, as Audrey Segree now battling for the lead against Kimberlyn Duncan. And Duncan trying to fight back. It'll be a battle between Cambria Jones and Anastasia Leroy, between the U.S. and Jamaica. Less than 100 meters to go. The U.S. and Jamaica. Jones and Leroy. And the U.S. women win their second consecutive against the world. After winning the 4x100, they'll take 4x200 as McGrone, Whitney, Duncan, and Jones gives Team USA to win. 1:31.17 was the winning time. And the Jamaicans would finish in second, Nigeria third, almost 3 seconds behind. Here's that final exchange.
And the Jamaicans didn't have a chance. As you see right here, they stumble during this final exchange. She's mixed up with her feet a little bit. Now she has to be patient, wait for the stick still. But that slowed her down to the point where she is not going to be able to return and answer Cambria Jones.
Well, the Jamaicans had a big lead, I thought, going into that final exchange, and you see how important just a couple of steps are in those exchanges. My goodness, the Jamaicans went from 2 meters up to 2 meters back.
And the flag for Team USA to celebrate the win, 1:31.17 for the U.S. squad. Jamaica finishing second, Nigeria third in 1:31.01.